Hello everybody, my name is Daniel and today we'll be discussing the topic of esports. For those of you that don't know, esports is short for electronic sports, which entails professional video gaming. As an extremely popular and growing form of entertainment, esports has been dominating viewership for the past couple of years, yet many still question whether or not professional gaming should be considered a sport. And that is the question we'll be discussing today. Is esports a sport? In going over this topic, it is important for me to discuss the stereotypes surrounding gamers, gaming, and the esports industry. By destigmatizing these generalities, I hope you are able to gain a better understanding of the video game community.
You didn't know there were cyber athletes?
My hand to God, I didn't know there were but my issue is it's still not a sport.
Well,
it's a game. You follow me what I'm saying here, Bernie?
I do. Do you have any statistics on how many of those people also go to Star Trek conventions?
To me, because I love gaming, you know, I play my Diablo, I have all my stuff that I do, and for me, it's a great focus. You know, it's lasering and you're there. But I don't know if athlete is the right word that I would go for.
If you don't break a sweat, I don't consider it a sport.
While many have debated this topic, there is a very common argument against video games being a sport that is almost synonymous with all its naysayers. The topic of athleticism. To get a grasp of what is considered a sport, let's look at its definition. An activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team competes against another or others for entertainment. While it is obvious that playing video games is not as physically demanding as, say, football or basketball, professional gaming still entails similar aspects of what regular athletes go through. Professional gamers hone in on hand-eye coordination, strategy, muscle memory, and calculated decision-making to its highest degree. Rick Fox, a former NBA player for the Celtics and Lakers, is a strong advocate of video games being a sport, and he had this to say.
Athletes, they're professional digital athletes. Well, no, look, when you think about, I think about what it took for me to become a professional athlete. It took a lot of concentration, a lot of dedication, practice, preparation, stamina. And the more I watched my son pursue this career, and the more I watched him introduce me to the world as it is, which is professional gaming. They're sponsored, they have careers, they make hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Rick Fox draws on connections of what it took for him to become an athlete and sees the similarities of what esports players have to go through. The trials and tribulations of long hours of practice, dedication, and skills to be the best in the world. And now, I want to draw on a similar sport that is held in high regards in most people's minds, and that is chess. Chess is regarded by the International Olympic Committee in over 100 countries as a sport. When you think of chess players, you think of intellectuals and tacticians of their craft. But when many think of professional video gamers, they often trivialize them by denouncing video games as childish, waste of time, and a part of nerd and geek culture in a negative way. Yet most of what it takes to be a professional chess player is extremely similar to what an esports player has to go through, as previously stated.
What is a P1A visa?
A P1A visa is a visa that's given for athletes, which means that you are an exceptional athlete from another country coming into the United States, and you have to prove that your athletic capabilities are good enough to guarantee you living inside the United States.
How important was it that you were able to get a P1A visa?
It was absolutely huge. Without it, I would not be here.
This P1A visa is recognized by the United States government, which permits these foreign players to perform in athletic competitions. The teams in which they play on must also be internationally recognized in the sports they are competing in. This shows that even government officials now identify these digital athletes as being part of a sports franchise. One last topic I wanted to cover, which embodies all of sports, which are the fans.
We're talking about the 20 million people who are watching the damn thing.
And the money
they
that
gotta
they're
be
making.
crazier than the ones playing.
It's following in the footsteps of football, but can it truly be a spectator sport?
It already is.
Esports' most popular game at the moment is called League of Legends, and just this year during the 2017 World Championship, there were 106 million total viewers that watched the final. This goes to show how popular and huge this gaming community is becoming. All around the globe, people are watching esports so much so that video games has virtually become South Korea's national sport. Esports has also incorporated the use of managers, coaches, and broadcasters. People such as Rick Fox, Mark Cuban, and even the Shaqtis himself all have stakes in the esports industry. Thank you everybody for watching.